Well, with this being our first episode of 2018, my daughter Hannah is going to be the one leading us into it. We headed out for the Iowa youth season, and she had a goal in mind to shoot her first doe. That was her request. She wanted to shoot a big fat doe. So as we, head into this evening setup, sitting over a nice Tecumate plot, we just kind of sat there and enjoyed the calm night, and took in the sights, and we just kind of relaxed. It was really laid back. It had rained earlier that day, and we kind of figured that hopefully the deer would be on their feet, hitting this green food plot. So as the night wore on, we sat over that plot and just waiting and waiting and waiting, and we had a pile of does just come in, about 45 minutes before dark. And this one doe was kind of acting real cagey since the first moment she stepped out. She just kind of seemed on alert. Don't know why. We had a good wind, but that's the wrong thing to do when you've got a little girl in a blind that's ready to shoot a big fat doe. We kind of let these deer feed around a little bit and let them make their way toward the blind, and eventually the one made a mistake, and when she got into range, it was all over from there. It's up to you. Do you want to shoot her or you want to wait? It's okay. Let her look away. When she looks away, you can slowly stand up. The one on the three on the right are fine. It's the one facing us that you got to worry about.
Is she ready?
No. Can you see her? See how she's facing you? You need to put the crosshairs behind her shoulder when she turns. If you're going to shoot her. You do want to.
I shoot the light one, the second one on the left.
No, don't want to shoot the little one, honey.
No, not the third one, the second. Not the littlest, the biggest, not the biggest. Not one of the moms, not the smallest, but the other.
No, you want to shoot the one all the way to the left. Okay? We just gotta wait for her to turn. I think we have deer behind us, because that's what they're staring at. They're staring at something out there, and they don't know what it is yet.
So you're sure that she's not staring at me?
No, she's not staring at you. She's looking right past the blind, honey. You just gotta be slow with your movement, okay? But you just need to tell me if you want to shoot her or not. You do, okay?
Right position.
Okay, keep your finger off the trigger, okay? The gun is ready to go, so just keep your finger off the trigger. Oh, Hannah, quit moving. Quit moving, honey. I'm not sure what she's looking at. Bap. Bap. Hannah, put the crosshairs on her. Are you behind her shoulder?
I think so.
Whenever you're behind her shoulder, go ahead. I don't know if you got her.
You're so close.
I don't know if we got her or not, babe. We'll have to go check the footage and go look for blood. Either way, you did a good job getting in position. Good job, baby. We reviewed the footage and
I got a deer.
you got a deer. This is a big old doe, huh?
Turn that.
Why? Quit worrying about my hat.
You don't look in your hat. There's a mosquito out here.
I'm not worried about it.
Let's go.
Hey, what'd you say? You said you wanted a buck or what?
A fat duck.
Yep.
And that girl is pretty fat. Can we like call or text someone to if they want to come help us find it, like Uncle Travis? Because when I was at lunch with him the other day, he said if I got one, he wanted to help.
Okay. Well, let's call him then.
I'm shivering because I'm nervous also. So we reviewed the footage, and I got a doe. Yeah. Thanks. I called to see if you wanted to come help track. Just outside the blind. Grandpa Bill's food plot. Okay. Thanks. Bye. He said Sawyer and him could be here as quick as possible.
Alrighty. Well, let's go see if we can mark some blood, and then we'll give her just a.
Wait.
We'll wait for Uncle Travis.
We were coming so close. I was so nervous. We should put a trail cam, that new trail camera right there.
Yep. Well, Kelly just got out here. We reviewed the footage in slow-mo in my truck, and we're thinking double lung. We did come across some blood out here in the food plot, and it's got some bubbles in it. So we're going to continue to track. It is a weeknight, so we're going to get on her as quick as we can, but we're pretty confident she got the back of the lungs, the way it looks. What's that?
But almost everyone's here. Papa Mark might come, but Uncle Travis is.
Yep, Hannah called her grandpa, and my brother, her Uncle Travis. Travis is on his way, but we're going to get on the blood trail and just see what we can do, see what we can find. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go to the last blood. Well, Hannah and I took off on the blood trail, and, I'll be quite honest, we had troubles finding it. Reviewing the shot, it looked like she got back of the lungs, but she was just shooting a 148 grain bullet, and we were struggling. We were finding specks, we were going slow, and, I used it as a perfect time to teach her about blood trailing, and with a tough blood trail, I was teaching her about the tracks, how you got to get down close to the ground, you got to take your time, you got to move slow. And, I was kind of learning myself as I went. You always learn something new on a blood trail. So we just kind of kept on going, taking it slow, and just using our best judgment. And I was trying to teach her the best I could along the way. And she was doing great with following me and learning. If she went through that fence gap, she doesn't have a whole lot of places to go without literally jumping off of a cliff. If she turned right, she heads down into the bottom where there's more bedding and the big creek.
I'd rather not go either way.
Well, I know. I think I'm just going to go scan that bottom real quick and see what I can find. If nothing else, we may just have to back out till tomorrow morning.
And then she can die.
Well, I grabbed my flashlight and I headed down over that steep embankment. And I actually located Hannah's deer. She had just gone literally right down the hill and died. So I went back up. I grabbed Hannah, told her I had found her deer, and we slowly made our way down to her doe. And her excitement was off the charts, and I was just kind of taken back. As a father with an 8-year-old daughter, she set this goal and she crushed it on her own, and I was just happy that she wanted me to be a part of it. I'm proud of her. I'm glad she still likes to hunt, and that this is something she loves to do. She was happy. She was proud of her big fat doe trophy, and we used it as a learning experience. I taught her more about properly tagging your animal, about what part of the tag goes on the deer. She learned about carving out the dates, the correct month and day in which she harvested her animal, and we got that tag, removed, and put on the deer's leg. And this is the future of hunting, teaching these young kids how to do it right. That way they enjoy it, and they obey the law. And man, I can't tell you how much we're just looking forward to next year. I couldn't be happier for her.